So it's never about the outcome. It's never about the future. It's never about what's going to come. All that matters is how making that decision makes me feel. Hi, my name is Shai. Welcome to my channel. So just a few days ago, my friend shared with me that he feels like he's walking around and he's not setting any intention. He doesn't feel that he progressed. We came up with something very special, very unique, that I didn't hear it in any other place. Exploration, going to many different directions and looking in the wide spectrum of things. It's a very feminine energy, meaning like one of the main differences between the masculine and the feminine energy is that the masculine energy is very direct, is very intentional from point A to point B. It doesn't matter what happens, you just go, you just do it. It's a lot about action. That's masculine energy. And the feminine energy is all about the experience of the way. It's the experience of the whole spectrum. It's the experience of the whole emotions. Like a boat. So the masculine energy is the boat itself, like wants to go from island A to island B. And the feminine energy is just like the ocean. Sometimes there's wind and the boat has to go to other direction. And sometimes there's like a sun, so it's just like tilted a little bit and a little bit waves, and so the whole spectrum is there. What I'm trying to say is that he actually, if we translate it to masculine and feminine energies, he felt like the feminine energy doesn't really take him to wherever he wants. So first thing I asked him is, are you setting an intention? And what do I mean by that? I mean that once you set an intention, once you set something that excites you, especially if it excites you, you have some goal in the what we call the future. Immediately in that moment, especially if you act upon what excites you the most. Once you act upon what excites you the most, immediately you get your vibration to the plane as if you achieved it already. Even though you didn't achieve it yet. But in your imagination, the minute that you imagine yourself in that situation, after achieving that goal, after achieving what you want, immediately in that moment, you raise yourself to the frequency as if you were already achieving that, as if you are already there. I suggested him that you need to work together with masculine energy and feminine energy. And the reason why it works is because there's a perfect balance between them. In every human being, there's like both masculine and feminine energy. In anything in nature, there's the combination of them. And that's what makes everything so harmonious and so beautiful. What I suggested, instead of just being in feminine energy, which means spreading all over, experience everything, enjoying the spectrum of the feelings, even if you act with your highest passion, it's very feminine. You go with the flow, it's very feminine. First, set an intention, like a really strong intention of something, and see yourself, like imagine, do some visualization technique, some visualization meditation, and imagine yourself already achieving what you want. Set a really strong intention, very masculine energy. You can feel by the way that I say these things even, because it arises me even to a very masculine energy. So you set an intention, something that you really want to achieve, and immediately feel how it makes you feel. Especially, only if it makes you excited, if it's one of your passions. So immediately when you set an intention, you get your vibration to the same plane as if you achieved it already. So you set an intention, you get into the right vibration, in the right frequency, and from there you let it go completely. You just release it. Because once you're already on the plane of that vibration, the intention was set, the vibration is there. Actually, the result is there already. What matters by acting with your highest passion is to get your vibration higher and higher, to get the frequency higher and higher. So the first step is to set the intention, get the frequency out there, feel as if you are there already, feel as if you achieved that already. After you're on that plane, imagine like that's the plane you're in, like that's the vibration of the thing that excited you, and you acted upon it, you set the intention on it. And after that, you let it go completely, you release from it. And then you go to the feminine energy. You try to experience everything. And you do that by just on moment by moment being really present and acting upon what excites you the most in that vibration. So it doesn't matter what you do right now. It doesn't matter how you act. The intention was set in the first step, in the masculine step. So you raised your vibration, and now no matter what action you do on that plane, it will move you forward within that realm, within that vibration, within that frequency. So it's as if, like, try to imagine you set an intention so your vibration is higher, and then you let it go, and then you use your feminine energy to experience everything, to enjoy the moment. And then imagine like you spread every action, like you have so many options, and every moment you choose what excites you the most, but the action itself, the movement, is going to be on that vibration, on that plane. So it will lead you eventually to what the vibration is. And on that plane, on that vibration, within that intention in mind, you're gonna play around in the playground of the thing that you wanted, of the intention you set in the first place. So it's gonna get you moving on the same plane of the masculine energy. And after that, you can, if the first intention doesn't excite you anymore, because maybe after you raise your frequency to something that you wanted, and then you realize you don't really want it because you see things differently, because your frequency is different now, then it's okay. Then you can set a new intention and you raise the vibration again to something else. And then you again play with the feminine energy. And again, masculine and feminine, they work together, they intertwine. So it's always a game of setting an intention, being like very masculine, going direct from A to B, acting upon what excites you, and really set an intention and then let it go. And you can release into the present moment and act upon as if like you are in feminine energy. Do what excites you in that moment, but you're gonna play around in a playground of this frequency, the vibration that you set it in the first step, in the masculine step. It's always a balance. And I'm gonna talk a lot about masculine and feminine energy in so many different subjects, so many different aspects of life and relationships, and it's everywhere. We just need to be aware enough to see it. When you feel stuck, when you feel like you're just floating around, when you feel like you act upon what excites you but you still feel stuck, and this feeling of being stuck is either because you didn't give it enough time for the things that you planted, all the seeds from acting upon what excites you, to actually grow a little bit. You know, it takes time for the plants, for the seeds to blossom. Or you just didn't set an intention. The masculine energy is missing there. So once you intertwine, once you make use of this method of setting an intention, being masculine, knowing what you want, you know, and the more specific you are in the intention, the more, let's say, the universe, but it's not really the universe, it's actually you yourself. You will realize what you really want, and then you will manifest it better. So you set an intention really good, and then you raise your frequency to a certain frequency of as if you achieved that already. And within that frequency, within that realm, you can play around being feminine again. Because once you set the intention, it doesn't matter, the way doesn't matter. Like, what matters is that you act upon what excites you, what's your biggest, highest passion. That's the most important thing. I think the missing key for a lot of people is the combination of masculine and feminine, and work with harmony with nature, and work with harmony with these two energies. They're so powerful, so powerful. The importance is raising your frequency. It's not about achieving something. It's about the ability to raise your frequency and use everything. It doesn't matter what, but you can use everything that helps you to raise the frequency higher and higher. Once you play around with that and you start to notice how things make you feel, it's all about the expansion of awareness. It's all about expanding your consciousness and bringing things from unconscious mind, from habits, from rituals, from unknown to known, to start noticing everything, to open and expand your mind. And I have so many other things to share about this subject, but I think for now I'll keep it short and to the point. I'm gonna be very masculine and be very direct with you guys. It works. Like, try it. The masculine and feminine always, the intertwine, the combination of them always works. So this is so beautiful. I love sharing that. So if you enjoy the content, please make sure to make a thumbs up, subscribe. It's very important, because then these messages that are helping to expand the universal consciousness, these messages will reach more and more hearts. And every comment, every share that you do helps a lot. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments or in personal message or whatever, if there's something that you're feeling stuck in your life, something that you don't know how to solve, some riddle, let me know, or some subject that you want me to talk about. Let me know in the comments. You have no idea what it means to me. Like, I love you so much, and for me it's very, very important to share love. Eventually it's pure love. So I love you so much. And I'm from India, from Bhagsu, Dharamsala. I'm sending you unconditional love to all of you. I love you so much. Namaste.